Here we are back in the motorhome where we've had to go and visit family that are a fair distance away from us. So join us as we navigate through the challenges and make the most of this journey while on a family emergency. So this vlog is going to be a bit of a blend of travel, family and freedom on the open road. So stay tuned and find out more. Well, good morning everyone. As you can see, I am back on my own again, but not for long. Jodie will be on this vlog. Unfortunately, there was a bit of a family emergency, so we've travelled all the way from the south and all the way back up to the Scarborough area. So it's quite a big drive yesterday. However, we are staying on the Caravan and Motorhome Club. Now, we have been members in the past, but I did let my membership lapse, you know, because these sites unfortunately do get a little bit expensive. However, these sites do offer quality. But the main reason we're on this site is because it's very, very close to Jodie's family, literally a 5-minute walk away. So I'm able to do what I need to do and everything like that by bringing the motorhome up here. I just want to shout out to the site really, because if you go on the website, it does state that no arrivals after 8 o'clock, but we made a phone call, we had to renew our membership, and then we paid for the pitch, and they said that it's fine if we arrive after 8 o'clock. Basically, it's just as if they know they can accommodate it. We arrived here about 10:05 last night, and they've got some boxes of pigeonholes where you get a key code, you put in the key code, and within there was a standard map. There we go, standard map that you get with it, where our pitch is, also a key fob so we can get in the barrier. But because of that, my services were quite low, so there was enough water for me to get a shower this morning. I'm going to go down there now and top up the water, get that full, and any waste that I've used, I will just get rid of that while I'm there. So that's what we're going to do now. I've got a lot of other admin stuff to do today, so I will be picking you up every now and again. When we're down the services, I'll show you that. You know, this is a beautiful site, but you do pay a premium, and please just go on their website and see the cost there. If you're non-member, it's probably worth getting a membership if you're going to stay a few nights, and the main reason is the discount you get for that membership does pay for the membership, if that makes sense. So I'm one for always saying that until you need the membership, that's when you get it, and we needed it on this occasion. Right, I'm here at the service point, and I have already tipped the van over to one side because I'm going to drain what waste I can. But just to show you the entrance, so that's the way in. We have been in here before and vlogged it before. That's your reception just down there. But they have got two, I believe, one at the top field and one down here, of these drive over service points. So it's nice and big. You have your fresh water and stuff there. And as always, you've got your drain in the middle. So very easy to get rid of your waste water. Right, so let's get the power on. There shouldn't be much in there anyway. It does say it's empty, but I know there's something going to be coming out. So I ain't had the chance to tip it on this the occasion before. So any residue in there, it should get rid. And there we go. I mean, look at the speed of that coming out. And like I said, there weren't actually much in there. So that's ideal, really. Let that happen, and then I'll fill up with the fresh water. One thing I've noticed being up north, further up north you got, is the chill in the air up here. It is meant to be clear skies and a bit warmer, but I think that breeze coming off the North Sea there, it does put that chill in the air. So maybe I'm dressed wrong in my shorts still. However, they're staying on now to the winter months. Just leveling the van off now, and then I'll get the water in. I just find it easier to do it this way, so that way the tank's level, and the sensors or the water don't think it's full and it starts coming out. Otherwise, that's what happened. You would have 3/4 of a tank, not a full tank. So I always square it off, then fill up. That's the services done. Now back up to the pitch. It was basically a loop round actually, so it was quite easy to get to the services if you're on a longer break here and have to keep doing services while here. A little bit too much money for me, so we probably wouldn't stay here that long, but it's a good site for us if there's a little bit of a family emergency or we need to get up here and visit family. So we're going up that way. They've got them lodge type things there. We're going to find our pitch again, which is number 32. There is all the new builds just over there actually, but it don't seem to be causing too much bother anymore. I believe when it was being built, they did sort of say there's some noise from that. The houses there are built now, so it all seems quiet and peaceful. Right, I'm here, I think, if I remember. Don't forget, I've got to get in between the white pegs or I'll get in trouble. Right, that's the trouble with these sites, isn't it? Too many rules. Now, don't get me wrong, I like rules, but at the same time, you have to have some sort of relaxed manner to enjoy it. Keep off their grass. Probably, oh, I only think I'm bang on. All right, straighten up. Looking good. Let's have a little look. One peg, plenty of room this side actually. Probably could come over a little bit, but I actually don't need all this space anyway. So I'm happy with that, way in between the pegs. But yeah, you can see just there the rooftops of the houses. That's why it's all new fencing. But actually looking at what we've got a view of is quite nice. It is a really well kept site. You just pay a premium for that. Let's get this turned off, get it levelled, and we're all good to go for the day. I was a little bit sidetracked then. The wardens just came up just to welcome me onto site, which is very nice by the way, and they're very, very friendly, just to make sure I'm happy with the pitch I'm on, and that everything was okay last night when we arrived, and it all was, so that's great. So where was I? So getting back to this. So we got given this awning by a friend, so it's a Euro hike wind stop. I'll show you when the awning's up because the picture won't do it justice. It's a great awning, but Craig and Julie, wow, it's difficult to put up. So and I'll be doing it on my own. I'm used to the ones you just bang in the ground, but this one should be good for this hard standing. So I've got all the ropes and stuff ready. Let's see if I can get this up on my own. It's the windbreak up. It is a good windbreak. It is quite nice, and because we're on this hard standing, you get to use the guide ropes rather than digging it in the ground. But it's decent enough size, still leaves us loads of room, but a bit of privacy at the same time.
Good morning. I have no idea what Lee has said to you in the time while I've been away, so I don't want to repeat anything he said. So yeah, apart from the fact that we did have a family emergency and we had to come up here quickly. We could have brought the car, but Lee had some things he needed to do, so we're here in Cayton Village. Mum doesn't live far from here, so anyway, just getting my shoes on. We've got a couple of guests this afternoon. We've got my stepdad Colin, my mum, and my daughter Lauren. They're coming for a barbecue. We just got to go down and see reception to make sure it's okay. Sure, it's fine. We've done it before. There'll only be a couple of hours anyway, not into the evening, so I can't see it my problem. It's quite quiet here at the moment, and it's a lovely day. So I'll show you how lovely it is. There's Lee chilling out. As I said, I don't know what he said to you before, so I'm probably repeating everything he's already said. So yeah, it's the weekend and it's nice weather and we're in Scarborough. What more could you want?
One thing, a little new addition we've got added to the van, because I was looking at dash cams. Now the dash cam we had is, it's gone kaput, it's not working properly. So I was looking at a couple of other reviews and stuff like that. At the same time, someone reached out to us to do a review on a dash cam, and it was actually the one I was looking at. And I think it's pretty awesome. Now I did do some footage of installing it, but somehow I've lost that footage and I can't get access to it. So it's already fitted other than the rear camera. Now, what is it? It's the VB-AIRSUSPENSION A229 Pro. So that's it there. And it's a good bit of kit. So it's 3 cameras all in all. You have the front facing camera, you have the rear facing camera, and then you have a face or internal camera for the cab. Now both cameras, rear and front, are 2K, so that's a rarity on these sort of cameras to get the rear at a 2K camera, and the internal face camera is 1080p, so it does also come with a hardwire kit. Just to show you some of the kit it arrives with, so obviously you've got the main unit and then you've got 2 other cameras. So this is one camera. Now it's exactly the same. Looking at it, there's nothing to say it's rear or the facial or internal one, so I believe they're the same. And we've got that just here really to look at us. Now I've plugged this one into the rear socket because it's a USB-C slot. I think that's why you're getting the 2K off of that, which will give us better quality basically for our vlogs if we use any of that footage. But it does come with a nice screen. I'm going to place some footage in here actually of us inside the motorhome while we're driving along. Pick you up, fix this whole cover. Scoot on down.
Video protected.
I haven't placed the hardwire kit on. However, I'm going to, because it does come with features if that's being used. And if not, then you can't use all the features for that. And basically that's sensors, and the sensors then pick up motion and activate the camera when you're not with the vehicle. It comes with a lovely sticker, just so you can let people know if you wish to use it. And this lead here, I believe, is 10 meters. And that's for the rear camera. I do believe they do a 6 meter, 8 meter and 10 meter cable. Also, I was able to get hold of a 1 meter cable from them, so I can use that in the rear camera slot. It does come with a 12 volt USB-C or USB adapter, a trim tool. So basically you can get any wires hidden behind the trim of the vehicle. And this lead here is for the front camera, and because it's on the jack, that's why I think the quality will be a bit less on that. However, 1080p is still good quality. But the main reason for looking at a dash cam is we've had one before. However, when you're out in Europe or in the UK, you can have quite a few times when you get a near miss. I want to be able to capture everything just for our safety really while driving in the motorhome. So I think it is a good addition and something you should have as part of your travels, I suppose. It's just another security feature. Hence why I will get it hardwired in the end, and the main reason is because I want the other features to work, which don't work if it's just plugged in. You have to have the engine on, ignition key, etc. And then it works as you're driving along.
And I've said to Lee for a while we need to get a dash cam, and if we'd have had one when we was at Caravan Camp Out, we'd have been able to see the accident we had when the guy hit our wing mirror. We'd have been able to see the vehicle registration. If it had been worse, we could have at least then reported it, would have had his registration and everything. When we got offered this, I said to Lee, yeah, we should have it, because then we've got it in future. If anything happens again, we can get the footage. Plus, it actually works well for filming us.
Yeah, we hope it will, and then we can get a bit of footage of us inside the motorhome at a different angle, so you get a different perspective of us on our travels. Because
we were going to look at getting a mount and putting it on that way and doing it that. So if this works well enough and we can use it as footage, then double bonus, isn't it? So
the front dash cam itself, it is actually using a dual Sony Starvis 2 image sensor. Also, like I've highlighted already, so the rear camera is 2K just like the front, and if you look at most of the dash cams out there, you won't find that. You'll find that the rear camera is 1080p, which this one isn't, and basically won an award with PC World, Best Dash Cam in 2024. It's got upgraded infrared cabin recording as well. Now, because I've got the rear view camera in, I'm not sure if that's going to work with us or if it's just standard on rear and front view. Also, you can activate it on voice. So if you're motoring along, you haven't got to use your hands and take them off the steering wheel and stuff like that to then do anything, which is another key feature I'll show you in a minute. The HDR enhanced vision, so basically that just balances really bright or dark areas to give you the best video quality it can. And it's got free parking modes, so auto event detection, time-lapse recording, and low light. I'll show you how I've installed it for now, because it was pretty easy for me to do this on my own. And the only reason I'm not doing the hardwire kit is because I just want some advice first, because you've got to go into the fuse box, I think, as well as the battery. All I've done is run the cable up through here. So I used the trim remover, and it comes all the way down here, basically under here, and as you can see, comes up there and it plugs in there. So it goes straight into my USB slot. And then with the front facing camera, again, I've just tucked the wires up under there, and that's what's plugged in here. Now, the reason I've stuck it on this side, and obviously I can't see it that well, but what it does do, it don't form a distraction for me while driving. Now, I know on MOTs and stuff like that, if you've got something blocking your field of view, then that could be a foul until you move it. So I didn't want to have the issue of that. And now if we look in the driver's seat, it's pretty much just where the mirror sits anyway. All the cameras ain't causing any issue of my view, and it'd just be the same if I had just the rear view camera there anyway. We have got a handy feature here, so if I want to protect a recording or anything like that, it's literally just a push of that button, so I haven't actually got to reach over. Also, it does come with an app, so you can connect to the app and see all the footage. You can download the footage from the app, and etc. Stop and start recording, so you can do all that on your phone. Okay, so I've just turned it on, and you can see it's all starting up there now.
2 channels started.
There you go. So it's got 2 channels, and what we're going to do is we'll put a little bit of footage while we're driving home, actually having the camera in action. So you can see how good that video quality is. But if you are looking for a dash cam, I recommend this one. Like I say, I have been researching this for some time, so it's always good to get online and have a little look at other reviews, etc., and how you want to use this dash cam. But it looks perfect for what we need it for. You will find a few links in the description for this. See, it's the Viofo A229 Pro free camera setup. But yeah, get down in the description, you'll see where you can get hold of this, and yeah, protect yourself while on your journeys and adventures like we do. We will let you know in future vlogs, so if you keep watching along, how it performs and if it's been of good use to us. Hopefully we don't need it in that sort of way, but you know, it's a good feature to have for the security.
Lee's cooking a barbecue over here. Loads on there, look. We're going to eat all that.
Well, there's plenty of mouths to feed, isn't there?
A nice burger there.
Very nice burger. I'll now have a bit of rabbit grub to go with
Right, Saturday. We've just been out for some lovely fish and chips down in Scarborough near the seafront at a place called Catch 55. It's been open about a year or so, so it's still quite new, and it is just off the main seafront, so it might not get seen as much, but it is beautiful, isn't it?
Oh, the lovely fish and chips there. Yeah, I had the curry sauce actually. It was really, really nice to go with it. Yeah. Not like your mushy peas, but yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, it was all lovely, and it's got a beautiful view as well. If you get a chance to sit near the window, you can see the beach from there, and it's just up the cliff, so you can see it from like a bird's eye view. It's quite good, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We're off for a nice walk actually, to show you where you can get to if you stay at the Cayton Bay area. We're actually going down to the bay, I think.
Yeah, we're going to go down to the bay. We're going to have a walk around and get rid of this rubbish, because there may be something on down there. We're not sure. It's meant to be something for VD, but we're not sure if it's on or not. So we may capture it, we may not, but we're going to go put this rubbish away anyway. There is a gate just down there, takes you straight into Cayton Village. Some little chalets type things here. No idea what they're like inside.
They look very posh though. haven't they?
Is that fully serviced over there? I think.
Yeah, I think that's fully serviced. So you've got
Yeah.
drainage and water on the pitch looking at them. They're the ones with the red pegs.
So they have got some VE Day celebrations going on in there. They've got a bit of sort of World War II time or era music, haven't they?
Yes, they have, just playing in the background. At the same time, they seem to be dishing out teas and coffees and orange juice. I don't know if they've got alcohol on the go.
I think they're only licensed on certain days for alcohol, which is what they were saying to us. So
a bit of buntings up there, yeah.
You can take your own alcohol if you want, though. So we're going to walk up to the beach, have a look around there, come back down, and if it's still going, might have an orange juice. Might need one by then.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of people come and say hello while we've been on the Cayton Village campsite, so thank you very much for that. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. The weather's been glorious.
It has. It's a premium if you're able to get a driveway you can put your motorhome on. But round here, they like to stick a big boat on it. That's awesome, that is.
It's really nice and peaceful around here.
Yeah.
I do like it. I used to actually walk this way to the beach when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
And,
Something new I've learnt.
Yep. And then when I used to babysit all the little kids, I used to take them all up here. I used to go get the tadpoles and then take them home and put them in our ponds.
There you go. Did they ever turn to frogs?
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Not all of them.
So basically you had a frog farm.
All of these big
Right.
water bottles, like full of like frog spawn and that.
We're just going up here now, so it's not that far from the site. I'd say 10-minute walk, 15 if it's a slow walk. You've got the Park Dean Cayton Bay site. There is a few sites there, and you have got a pub just opposite that.
And I believe there is a campsite called Brown's, I believe, right near this pub. So if you wanted to stay a bit further out, nearer to the beach, you've got a choice of that one or the one just up here. And you've got this great bar with a big beer garden.
And it sounds like they've got live music on. Oh, they have.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah. Bit of live music today.
The tour bar, it's called.
Absolutely rammed in there.
Hey, if we went for one in there, that'd be us.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
There you go.
They're going to sell a few pints. Oh, Brown's Caravan.
Caravan Park, it's down
So
there.
there's the sign. And they've got the tow bar with it as well. So that would have been quite cool. And they've even got the open top bus working.
Right outside the Caravan Park, that's brilliant.
I believe that'll take you all the way down into Scarborough Seafront. Am I right in saying?
Yeah, I reckon though, next time we'll go to the Brown's Caravan Park.
Yeah, we'll give that a go, eh?
Yeah, it's because we needed the location more than anything this time.
Yeah.
But it's only a 10-minute walk anyway.
And it is cheaper there. I believe it's £26 at this time of year, £26 for non-electric, am I right?
Yeah, I think it was just £26 and I think it's £37 for the one we're on. So
Oh, right, let's cross over.
cross.
We've got an underpass here, is that where we go?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's do
Right.
it.
I don't think I've been down the underpass
I
yet.
haven't before. I've always
Have you
walked
not?
over there.
Yeah,
You end up flat if you come down here.
Oh,
You have to
no.
be careful.
I want to do that.
I've actually just remembered I did check out Park Dean that was here before and it doesn't do touring, so it's just the statics. So that is an option if you want a static, but if you want to go touring, go over the road to Brown's Caravan Park. See the road just up there? You used to be able to park up there in the motorhome and some other areas around here, but they've all been included in the ban now for Scarborough, unfortunately. So, shame. But some people take the mick and spoils it for everybody. But anyway, we're going to take you down and see the actual beach.
So once you swing that right after coming out from the underpass there, it is literally just your first left down this path. You will see a surf school just over to the right there and a car park. You just keep going past that. So this is Cayton Bay. And we're going to go down now. It is a little bit steep, so you have to watch out for that. The different rules of the beach on here, what to be aware of.
But the boats are arriving at unusual times. To watch out for that one.
Halt it, let's sort it.
I'm not sure this is where I used to come. It doesn't matter, it's still leading down to the beach.
Yeah, I'm sure it was like some rocks and stuff.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it's a different way, this. I think I used to come down over there.
Oh, okay.
Further up.
And you reckon you
Yeah.
can walk that way off the beach or on the
We'll
beach?
have a look when we get down there.
Even though it's your hometown,
Things change.
things change and you're still exploring.
It's been over 25 years.
Ooh, that's a long time, isn't it?
Yes, things change. fast.
It does look beautiful out there though.
The tide's in a little bit, I would say.
I would say you're right.
You know, I'm like going down hills, like.
Yeah, we know what she's like going down hills. Look at that. It's stunning though, isn't it? Amazing.
I always think I'm going to slide on my bum.
Yeah.
It would have been quite good if I put a water slide in this bit, actually.
Oh, do you know what? Like a toboggan.
Something.
That's what they could put, a toboggan, and they just, you know, scoot you down there really quick. That'd be quite cool.
Yeah, you are right. Last time we came, there was rocks at the bottom. This is a different way
This
down.
is a different way. So we're actually exploring something different for us, but I think we can walk along the beach and maybe get to that bit with the rocks.
As long as the tide's going out.
Well, yeah, I don't know how far down it is actually. It shouldn't be that far. They have put a path here, but it is quite slippery and sandy actually. So I'm going to do what Jodie's doing and get on the grass, which a lot better grip on here.
At the moment.
Yeah.
I'm just finding the rocks because it's better to stand on a rock.
Yeah, as you can see there, the path's got all sand on it. So it is a bit slippy underfoot. Just something to be aware of if you do come down here.
That's where we came down last time.
So we were over there last time, where that building is. And we can walk to that on the sand. So I think we're going to probably do that and then go up that side.
And then go back up that way.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Good plan.
Lovely beach though, look.
Well, it is a beautiful beach, look. Quite a few people on this beach now. We was down, as Jodie said, in Scarborough earlier, and it was absolutely packed and everyone enjoying the seafront down there. So if you want something a little bit more quieter, then you've got a few different beaches dotted around. So this is obviously one of the choices.
It is, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's like a little cove, really.
It's got nice sand on it, so it's not like all stones and shingle.
And
it's a proper beach.
And it's kind of between Scarborough and Filey. That's where we are. Why did the sand laugh?
Why did the sand laugh?
Because the seaweed.
So we walk to the other side of the beach now, and we're going to go up them stairs there. And this will bring you back out to the top, but just the other side of the road, a bit further on. You've got the Salty Dog ice cream parlour there. I think they do food as well.
Yeah, them steps are a bit steep as well. So
they are. And we are. Now I've got to walk up this slope. So if you do come down here, remember you've got to get back up.
Wear proper shoes and then bring your flip-flops in the bag.
Although I do think this way is not as bad. It's not as slippery, is it?
I think this is a little bit steeper for longer.
Yeah, but you've got the cobble floor there.
It's easier to walk on.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you were coming down this way. We just thought we'd sit on this bench, which is nice and strategically placed.
Yeah, get your breath back.
Yeah.
I'm starting to glisten. Yes, definitely.
Weren't supposed to be coming here. Family emergency, which is fine now, by the way. Everything's fine. But weather's beautiful. We stayed on the campsite and made a bit of the best we could out of a situation.
Yes, and it is a lovely area to visit.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a long drive for us, but it's always good to get back up here. Lovely beaches, lovely coves, lovely areas to explore, which we've done many a times.
Yeah.
So hopefully you've enjoyed the experience this time of us being here. So I'd like to say thank you again to everyone that subscribes and supports the channel, and we will catch you on the next one. So until then, bye.
See ya.